Yo, ladies and gents, the boys are back. Episode 105, Riv Pod in the house, victorious. Come on now.
Come on, what an intro, baby. What an intro.
The intro is unbelievable. So, thank you. Who was it? Your boy.
When the episode comes in, they're going to hear that. I'm like, woo!
Your boy out in Pakistan. We appreciate it, man.
Come
episode 105. Your boys are in the house, as always. It's a Thursday night here, March 14th. Oh, wow. St. Patty's Day coming up. Some St. Patty's Day festivities. Man. Easter right around the corner, fam. Appreciate all the love and support for the last episode 104. Wow, unbelievable. YouTube, Spotify, all IG out there.
It all matters.
A couple of reels, couple of shorts.
Yep.
This, that, and the other, man. Support was awesome, man. So thanks for staying with us. Thanks for vibing with us. Your boys are back.
Appreciate
Javier, victorious. I mean, fam, lots to get into, as always.
Yep. Yeah, man. Christ, Champions League, road to WrestleMania, Masters. What do you got right now? The players.
Wow.
Celtics, clinching.
Yeah, playoff spot.
Dumpy.
Yeah, I mean,
but at the same time, in there for silverware. So yeah, we'll get into it, fam.
I don't even want to, we got to touch on it at one point, but just got some, hot off the press. Your boy Craig Kulik. I don't know, fam. Our boy, friend of the show, big.
Yeah.
I mean, we can get into. We can get into. We can get into it.
Shouted him out on the show. It's not even.
We can get into it deep. Man, just some outrageous news from what I'm hearing. Wow. So a lot to get into. Episode 105, the Rip Pod in the house.
Wow. I got the newsletter today, and it wasn't quite on that.
Like a little 3-sentence, and we can read it, verbatim. Fam, we'll get into it for sure. Episode 105. A lot to get into, man.
Yep.
Like I said, support was awesome. Make sure we like, share, subscribe again. Fam,
touch it.
Let's get into I don't know. Like I said, OT. We can jump right into the backside. Pause, fam.
Yep.
We can jump into the Revs. They're playing their CONCACAF Champions Cup. And
as long as they don't blow
what are they doing?
As long as they don't blow a 4-0 lead.
They're they're doing their thing right now. Oh, they actually just scored.
Yeah, 1-1.
Veroni in the 81st minute. Yep, to equalize.
Esmir assist. Whatever. I mean, don't lose, sign. I guess, so tie. Lineup was pretty strong.
Costa Rican club, absolutely. Ian, I told you, like we covered last episode. If we carry on in this cup and carry on for, come on,
Champions League, come on,
let's get in there.
Champions League. This is not, Brad. It's a big one too. This is not the supporters. Not to say supporter shield is, no slouch, but we're talking Champions League, baby.
Wow, check out that supporter shield in the intro for sure. Yeah, man, fam. As far as MLS, Revs looking, just real light, just not looking like they got any
day in terms of results. You know what I'm saying? One end we're getting results, advancing, and again on the other end, it's early in the year in the league, but 0-3, sitting at the bottom.
Yes, sitting at the bottom of the table. I can bring it up here.
Dead last. Yeah, I mean, let's see. You can bring it up. I'm pulling it up right here quickly on my phone.
But I was going to say, really,
I don't want to do too much to my.
Well, I was going to say, I don't even, fam. I'm not even sure if I want to bring it up. I mean,
we're
0-3. We're sitting 15th.
3. Nah, I
15th out of 15th in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Above us, actually,
goal
NYC,
differential of -6, fam.
No bueno.
Haven't been able to put too many away in the MLS schedule either. So
Dustin's in the streets with us. Actually he got 1 point, but it's again Miami at the top. I mean, and they advanced yesterday. Again, fam, Luis Suarez, man. The guy, again, ultimately at the end of the day, how many games will he play at the end of the season? 24, whatever. I said 10-10. Go back, find the tape, 10-10. This guy's already close to halfway there. I think he's got 4-4, fam. It is what it is, but they're smashing, fam.
Yeah, no, I can't. No, there's no doubt about it. They're playing well.
These guys are scared, fam. They want nothing to do with Miami. These defenders are just, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw Messi was missing games too. Naturally, these guys are missing games. Yeah, they when they're in there for sure. They're unbelievable.
He went off the other day with a leg injury, so he's not playing in DC this weekend. They said so. DC,
yes,
put your pitchforks away because they're giving you a warning.
Saw that. Unfortunate for sure.
Yeah.
Stinks for the fans out there that want to go
Well,
see him play.
yeah, it shows how much they're really, taking serious, I guess, the Champions League.
Mm.
He's playing all the minutes there, and again, actually, he got taken off, but he had already done work.
What are you
He's
fan
already
for the
tuned up.
Revs? Are you planning on heading to any games this year?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really plan on getting out there until I get some like consistent nice weather.
Yes, I like that.
I don't want to commit to a game where I'm cold, where I could get sick. I wouldn't even mind. I want to bring the family. I think I want to actually shoot for like a Sunday game. So I'm just trying to find a good time for it. It just right now it's too early for me.
Yep.
I've been to enough games, right? And trust me, we'll get out there. Just early in the season, your boy will be reporting from up here, man, for sure.
Oh, plenty of time for sure.
Yeah, yeah. What's up with you? You got to be out going out there soon.
No, we got. I think we're like a little 4-game package, but
Yep.
we'll see what happens. I got a game scheduled. I think
to a few people, fam, that got the 4-game package.
Yeah, easy, little
easy.
little light work.
Yeah.
But no, we're excited to head out there. I think same like you. We probably head out there with some nicer weather, and also the season goes into October, so you can hold
it's a deep season, man.
Yes, so still very early in the season, 0-3. Yep. Anything from any players on the Revs that you've seen, either in the CONCACAF or in MLS that you liked, disliked? Any scuttlebutt that you've heard real quick before we jump to the Prem and Champions League, so on and so forth for Europe?
No, I mean Nashville gave Miami a good fight down in Nashville. They beat them the first game, but Miami came back again. Not to make this about Messi and all that, but it was impressive. Almost inevitable. Outside of that, I'm trying to think of some of the other Champions League stuff. Nothing really comes to mind.
Yeah, pretty light, still early.
It's still focused on the whole Messi thing and whether or not. But they had a task, and they accomplished it. You know what I'm saying? So, they took care of it, or whatever the hell the phrase may be. But that's all I really have. I mean, the Revs got whatever they got in the next round with this. Who do they got? What is the next?
I was just looking. They got the winner of America in Guadalajara.
Okay, all right. So there we go. That's the next.
They're going to be playing a Mexican club coming up next.
Come on,
and that should be a great test.
Good. Bring it on. This is where it gets nasty. This is where it gets nasty, and this is where right. Now you're gonna be hitting another level of it. So.
Right now it's America aggregate. They're Guadalajara's up. Oh, it's full time actually. Guadalajara 3-2. They won. Unfortunately, America 5-2 on the aggregate. So it looks like we're playing Club America.
All right.
Okay. In the next round. Let's go. We got our work cut out for us. I love
Legendary club, man. So that's good. Looking forward to Club America.
What's
that'll probably be in about a week and a half.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'll be 2 weeks max, I think. Yeah. Yep. For sure. We'll definitely more to follow on that. And hopefully, we're cheering them on. Let's go, fam.
Yeah. For players,
don't find me getting out to a game against Club America, fam. That'll be a little vibe out there.
Players, I can't even touch on either, fam. It's just really been dumpy. I mean, the 8 goals against, the defense is pitiful. It's just not been good. I don't know what's got to change in that back line. I don't know if it's the structure. Maybe I haven't watched enough of the games to break it down, but 8 goals conceded is not good.
It's weird. It's weird because
Kessler, Romney, these are we talked about the defense being actually
solid.
But we've also talked about this goalie being a weirdo. So it's like, I don't know, not to be harsh, but maybe you say 4 of those and you could be the man, but
literally shows because look at what we're doing in the cup too. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. You know what I'm saying? Like we're putting
again,
a couple.
These first few opponents in the thing haven't been.
Some of the talent's been a little lackluster.
We're given what the New England Revs like more. Where we stand with those first 2 opponents, we should have done what we've done. Now it's the next stuff, the next round, and again, I'm pumped to play America. Bring it.
More to follow for sure. Fam, let's jump abroad. Let's jump into United, the Red Devils.
Yep.
What's going on? Great game great game. City against Liverpool. That was like unbelievable. I had a couple of guests at my house who were watching that game. That game was on the telly. We were watching it, fam.
Easily one of the best games. I mean, you not to bring the whole Klopp versus Klopp versus Guardiola for the last time, but it's one of them where it's like, kind of was that. Yeah,
My man Dano was over, and his wife
yeah,
Caitlin,
yeah. Oh,
Max. They
nice,
came
good.
through. We had the game on,
Yep.
and yeah, we were
That,
just we were just watching it, and they were like, "Yo, this is like, they were like into it," and
yeah,
I
I
was like, "Yeah,
mean,
I'm glad you
that,
guys are into it." So
that infield energy, bro. They brought it. We talked about it in text before the game. It was just like Liverpool would just have to kind of bring it, and they brought it, and yeah, 1-1 tie. I know they tied earlier in the season too, 1-1, but you know that put Arsenal in a better position because now they're sitting at the top, barely, but I don't know, man. I compare Arsenal to just being like the third guy in a triple threat match that gets pinned. You know what I'm saying? They're getting
yeah,
stacked. When
yeah,
Roman's stacking the rest, they're Brian Danielson at the bottom. And Liverpool might be edge, and Roman might be at the top with the City, unfortunately. But you know, I don't care who wins it. I guess whether it's City or Liverpool, Arsenal. I don't. It's whatever. It's going to be competitive, and they're all going to bleed to the end. And Champions League is going to be crazy because City's still in it, Arsenal's still in it. Not to talk,
yeah. No,
off prem, but I mean, with
of
Champions
course, we
League
can
coming
mix it up.
on, we got Final Eight too. You got one side of the Champions League bracket looking, one different way, and the other one looking, a whole nother way. To think that Madrid, Bayern, City, and PSG are on one side, and on the other side is Arsenal, Barcelona,
Who's that?
Dortmund,
Atletico?
and Atletico. So whoever comes, whether it's Arsenal, who looks like they could make it out of that. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. But that's the drawings. If I just called all that correctly, that Atletico over Inter was a good turnaround. I don't know if we caught that. Leverkusen had some crazy stuff today in Europa, not to jump around, but you know,
Oh,
yeah,
what
it's
happened?
it's
What
it,
happened? What happened in Europa, fam? We've
well,
been following,
well,
Zabi Alonso and what's going on
for
over there.
sure. Well, they
What's
were
cooking
at the
over there?
test. They were about to lose into the 90th minute, and then Patrick Schick forward for these guys. 2 goals. I didn't even see the highlights, but I saw that they had scored two in extra time, and actually not even extra time, in stoppage time rather. 92nd, 97th, and yeah, they somehow came back and won. And it's just a testament to what this team's about, and just continue the undefeated streak. I think they went into overtime. They can, I don't know, they finished the result, but that's, I mean, that's Europe. Liverpool smashed. I mean, it's just so much, fam, with soccer. Honestly, it's the blend of it all. It's the blend of it all right now.
So let's just jump back into the Prem. What are you seeing with United? I mean, if I'm gonna bring up the standings real quick in the Prem, fam, you hit on Arsenal being up top, and we can look into a couple look into some fixtures here coming up.
I
What
mean,
are you? What's a vibe with United, fam?
United. I mean,
What's the supporters vibe over here? Talk about it.
nah. I mean, for me, it's the win over Everton it still wasn't the prettiest. I mean, Garnacho was like he didn't even score a goal, and he was the guy who was like player of the match, which is crazy. For Rashford and Bruno to score their PKs, I guess good on them. But still in sixth as he just pulled up right here, and yeah, I mean the Tottenham win over Villa, gave them more points, and Villa kind of I guess stayed somewhat stagnant, but United has a task, man, to get up to that fifth and sixth. Yeah, I
Tough.
mean, Hoyland has to come back. We've got Liverpool this weekend for the cup. I mean, that's the big thing. FA Cup this weekend.
What is it? The semifinals?
It is the
Finals?
quarters. Yeah,
Quarterfinals?
quarters. You win this, you get to the semis, which pretty much gets you to Wembley. I'm almost certain. But FA Cup this weekend, Sunday, St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a good match. It's going to be, the kids really. I mean, and when I say kids, I don't know. Some of these guys are pretty young, but Christ, they look good, man.
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, if you can play, it doesn't matter how old you are.
No, we know that. I mean, we're talking about 16-year-old kids for Barcelona, right? 17-year-olds. To think that that's a real thing going on is wild. But yeah, Liverpool's got the young, the academy there, whatever the heck they got going on, and those guys are going to be up against United's like, senior team, and these guys are going to actually have their work cut out for them. It's going to be a tough one, but with anything, it's any given Sunday. So,
I like that.
I don't know what to predict for this game, to be honest with you. It is at United, it is at Old Trafford. So, if that has anything going for us, for me, it's just like, don't get pressed by these guys. Don't get pressed by these young kids like we really should be the ones doing the pressing. You can't be having senior players getting pressed by. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying at home, I mean, you got to like answer the call. So I'm hoping they just answer the call, fam.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give us a result. Do we have any predictions here, fam?
I got to pull for United. It's probably going to be a tight one. It could go to overtime, could go to PKs. I don't know. I don't believe that there's replays at this point. I think it's you play, you go home, or like so if that's what I understand it to be, right? It's going to be a close one, and I can see, truthfully, United prevailing in like overtime, or have it be just a close game. But yeah,
so
I see them.
What would happen after 30? What would happen after 90 if they were tied? They go into extra time?
I want to say it's extra time.
And then is that golden goal?
Nah, they don't do golden goal no more.
It's 15 and 15 regardless, right?
It's 15 and 15. Yep.
And then if that goes, it's PKs?
It's PKs.
Wow.
Wow. I think that's, I don't think either team is going to want a PK thing. You just that's legs, and these guys both teams are actually rattled with injuries. So,
and I was going to say, anybody on the team that you on either team. Oh, you mentioned Højlund already. Just like,
well, Højlund will be out. I mean, Allison's out for these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I want to say
Alexander out.
Yeah, Trent's been out.
They've got. Yeah.
But I mean, again, all these guys that have come in and play well. I mean, you got Harvey Elliott. You got Curtis Jones might be hurt, but
they're doing all right. They're doing all right.
They're doing fine. For us, I'm just, I'm looking for Garnacho to just get more consistency with just putting the ball away. I mean, he's looking, real sharp off the ball, which has been nice, right? And I think it's been, kind of again, Everton wasn't like the best example of like, hey, they're trash. They haven't won a game since December, so that's a low barometer to hold. But either way,
real talk. They literally,
what I'm saying?
Haven't won a Prem game all year.
Yeah, so for me, it can't get excited. But yeah, I don't know. I think we got Bournemouth or something, or Crystal Palace back to the league. After this cup game.
Oh yeah, sure, like the 30th.
Yeah, and then it's kind of the ride into April, which I know Liverpool boom pops up right at the beginning, and that's the game I'm kind of aiming for Højlund to be back. I'm sure he is. I'm sure all of us ready for him to come back and kind of just bring that energy. But it's gonna be tough coming back from injury. It's never never easy. So
they always they're always like working up in the training before they come up.
I get it. But not that, when he was on some serious form. So
what we'll give you the last 30 seconds here. Anything around the MLS? Around the Prem, or let's skip over the Prem already. We covered it. Anything else around Europe that caught your eye?
Men. No, I mean, we touched on Europa. Yeah, I mean, Liverpool advanced on that. Obviously we talked Prem. Again, Leverkusen survived on some craziness. I can't even get down to the Green League, the Europa Conference League, but
wow.
Actually I can. I saw Roma eliminated Brighton. So that's one thing I got out of that. But now we touched on that last episode was Al Hilal, fam.
Oh yes.
They've won 28 consecutive professional games, which
let's go.
The Saudi League, they'll boast about anything. You know what I'm saying? But
I saw a little graphic somebody threw out there.
That's legit. I'm just glad that they listened to the episode. They must have known to report on.
I saw something about your boy Neymar, and it was like when he was 25, he was the number 10 for Brazil, or he wore the number 10 jersey. I don't know which one, but he was also at Barcelona.
Yeah.
And then he went to PSG to go play against Claremont Foot and
insane.
Almans. or
Nah, I mean that's literally these guys are like, yeah, we're growing cabbage. We got the carrots,
from
right?
Barcelona. He went over
Oh,
there.
extra soil, fam. I mean, the farmers
Fam,
market. Okay,
don't make me give you. We talked about a Dudley death drop. And I'm always liable to take out the wrapping in the corner,
oh,
unwrap that, get that turnbuckle exposed, fam. I'll bring it back.
duck
So fam,
619,
let's
fam.
get into. I saw you got that our truth. You got that little our truth doll. That was real cute. What else is going on? What's cooking? We might have to connect for something wrestling. Some little wrestling event coming up here. I was gonna say WrestleMania, but I'm gonna be out of town, fam. But
Nah, I mean
um,
it's really coming up.
let's get
Wow, you
into it.
really gonna be up? Yeah, you're gonna be.
Let's
Oh, you
let's
saying for
let's
live? Yeah.
connect. Let's connect with the people.
Yes.
Let's bring them up to speed.
Yes.
We hit all over. We had that Rock. Number one. Thank you,
Oh,
Sting. I know he was on your Mount Rushmore, fam. So great episode. We got in
definitely
deep
not.
in the wrestling. Weeds last week, man. That was for the wrestling heads.
Yes.
Fam, let's go. I know a different topic real quick. I know we'll hit on it later. I know you're gonna be at the CBA joint or you're trying to be there, fam. Just we'll hit on that later. But what's going on in the wrestling world, fam? Come on.
Well, yeah, man. It's again road to WrestleMania. I mean, yo, the first thing that pops to mind. I probably said this mad times, fam, but bro, every time I see Rhea Ripley come out, bro, she just strikes just the aura, fam.
Yeah, she got it.
Came out on Monday, fam. Again, she just everything, fam. She's just absolutely. She might be honestly my favorite wrestler right now. Her just what she brings. I don't know if it's just the intro, fam. Just what in the whole title thing. We could actually get into that. Around. Actually, Devon Dudley, one of the Dudleys, actually dropped some good knowledge the other day. They pretty much said that something like the Intercontinental title being held by Gunther, as long as it has been, actually has put like credibility to like the title, given that like it's being taken serious. And some people may not like the long reign, but these long reigns make the belts actually worth something. And it's like, you got to work. Roman is like crazy. I mean, we're talking that's another.
But I don't, fam. I think, but you can do that for 6 months.
No, I think you can do it for over
You
how
can do
long
that
you
for
think the
you can do that
crowd
for
will
4 you can do that for 4 months. You can do that or
Nah.
however long a story goes.
Okay.
Right? Literally any which way. You can kind of play it by ear. But
These guys got a big roster, fam. He can go, and he did. I mean, they actually went through all the people that he wrestled, and in each and every one, it was a lot of like new. He just went through people, and I just think it. I thought for Gunther's run, they've done a good job. I think he has got people like you to kind of hate it in some ways because it's like, Christ,
get rid of the belt.
Well,
get rid of the belt.
I don't know.
Already.
Did you see who's going to be challenging him at WrestleMania?
Now, who is it?
It's going to be Sami Zayn. So I don't know if Sammy's going to be the one to take it off him, but
I would love it.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be your boy KO. Marcus calls him duct tape man.
That's mad funny. Who was it? Ricochet had a shot. And Shinsuke was they had a gauntlet match, and basically, Sammy survived it and beat Chad Gable. Thank you.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's just just a quick title run. I saw a quote on that, and I'm a fan of the long title runs. Call it what you may be. I'm a fan of it. I think certain belts like the U.S. title can be. I love the Intercontinental belt. I think Gunther's just brought it back. I think he's just put it back on the spot, and it was dead for a bit. Like who was okay, Ricochet. And I love Ricochet.
Fam, you can say the same with Rhea in the women's belt. She's brought like serious validity to it.
They brought that belt. They enhanced it, and I think they did a pretty good job with the belts But yes, 100%. Like, people might think like, who's the last one? And it was probably Becky, and again, another one I know you're not a huge fan of, but that's, and those two are facing off at Mania, fam.
Nah,
Becky versus Rhea.
I think come
you made now, come on.
You just made an excellent point. They definitely, they've added some weight to both of those belts. They've added some for sure. They've, and some just they've wrestled people too. It's not like if they haven't been wrestling. Same with Seth Rollins. They've wrestling, fam. They're
and
putting
he's
that
been
belt on
hurt.
the
So
line.
so recently, but before he got even hurt, fam, he was battling. I think he hurt his knee against. I don't know. Was it? It wasn't Logan Paul. I don't know. He wrestled. It was a hell of a match. But yeah, he hurt his knee and he was all pissed off. But yeah, injuries happen, things happen, and enough. We all know what WWE is about. It's a drama show. But these guys are good at what they do. They can act. They can get the crowd, and not for nothing. I actually tune in for the promos. Like I actually do.
Speaking of what's good,
Love a good promo.
Couple guys. Let's talk about real quick. Give me some your thoughts.
Yeah.
The Rock, Cody, and then your boy Drew McIntyre.
Well,
Drew, give me your thoughts real quick.
Again, we're just sick of Drew. You know what I'm saying? Cody.
Cody.
Seth, just always bitching about something, bro. So I don't know. I'm just kind of
He's got those tight leather drawers, fam. Even like that kilt is tight. Like, yo, enough.
Chill. But Cody. Cody, Roman, the bloodline. Fucking guy. Nah, I'm sick of him, man. Every time I hear his music come out, I'm just like, this guy. But you're just out there to cause just disruption.
Yeah, he got us. Yeah, he got us.
Just people off, got me twisting up my words. But I think the whole Roman Raw Cody thing, it's gonna be bloodline rules, fam. I think night one, fam, is gonna go like they're gonna win. I think the bloodline's gonna win. And Cody's going to have, he's going to have the hardest journey to win that belt. And he might not win this. I don't know if he'll win the story, fam, because it'll be that hard.
Wow.
I don't know. That's my, I haven't read into shit on that either. That's really just what I think.
They've done a good job with it. I think they've done a good job with it so far.
It's gonna conclude soon. So, well, at least, this part of the story. So many damn freaking chapters.
What's up with Ant and Mello? You talked to him? Any what's the word on the street? You been following Mello at all? What's good with him?
I've been following Mello.
Some AEW. Come on.
Yeah, man. We can end real quickly on AEW being in Boston recently. But,
no, we got a couple minutes here.
Yeah. But for Ant, no. I'm sure this man's in the lab cooking. You know what I'm saying? Doing what he does. It's been quiet on that front. But with that being said, Mello, he's just he's laying low somewhat in NXT right now, and it was recently announced, him and Trick are going to go at it and wrestle. Obviously at NXT Stand and Deliver for the weekend. So
stand on business.
Big time.
Stand on business.
It's standing on business for sure. But it's gonna be those guys coming up for that weekend, and it just friend versus foe, I guess, right?
It's a battle. Yeah, for sure. What
AEW,
let's jump in. Yeah, I was gonna say let's jump across AEW. What's cooking over there? I mean, Sting is gone now.
Sting's gone.
Darby Allin. I saw him do another terrible spot where he basically threw himself off of the side, off of the just outside of the ring where they stand, the side of the apron.
Just a crash, man. Just a crash. He's just a true crash. They're like Darby. He probably just signs up for it. He's probably just telling people that's what I'm going to do.
Wow.
Now, man, for AEW, yeah, they were in Boston.
They were local.
They had big business coming in. Speaking on standing on, they had big business.
I saw Ric Flair. I was getting those Ric Flair ads. Were you getting those?
Enough. Honestly, I can't. I don't.
You know what? Dude, that's such a turnoff.
I can't. Honestly, it really is. When I don't
know if they thought they were gonna fucking reel people in with those Ric Flair ads, fam. But geez, Louise, that was terrible. Come on, can we get a wrestling pension plan? Can we get the wrestling retirement plan for this guy, the Legends plan?
I understand, people probably telling us to fucking shut up too, but I don't really care. Ric Flair really needs to just end it, fam.
People 100% telling us just to shut up, but we're, you know why? Because we're right.
For sure.
On this one anyway. We're not right on many of them, fam, but we're right on this one.
We're on this one. We'll stand on that one.
Just like we said, thank you to Sting. Look at Sting. Thank you, Sting.
Thank you, Sting. Thank you.
Talk about someone might be on your Mount Rushmore, fam.
Literally, when you said Flair might be on my Mount Rushmore, but But nah, man, they were in Boston, AEW, and the big, I tuned in. I'm not gonna lie, and when I did not expect Sasha Banks, now Mercedes Moné, to come out and she's from Boston, and she shouted out chaotic wrestling, right here in North Andover. She shouted out pretty much like thanked everything. She's super grateful, and I was actually impressed with her with her speech, what she had to say, and I guess we rag on them, but I guess good for her, right, for going out doing her thing and whatever, making it. She looked great, for what it's worth,
Awesome.
and
No, I love it. Love it.
and honestly, it's I don't want to again, we've talked about it. I'm loyal to my WWE streets, and people may say what they say on that, but I'm also tapped into AEW a little bit right now, a little bit more than I probably
And
may
if
have.
you're not a true wrestling fan,
Absolutely, fan. But none of the roster is just kind of it's interesting. The women's, Sasha's not the greatest wrestler, but she's an entertainer, and she does bring that value to that brand of wrestling, whether they want to admit that or not. She brings serious star power, and honestly, I think it's a great move. I don't know what's good. I'm hoping it can elevate that woman's a little bit. I don't think it's the greatest. People say it's the great. I don't love it, but
what
I don't love a lot of things from that place. But
anything else catch your eye from this joint in Boston, or anything that you're looking forward to on AEW or coming up?
Again, they got this. Okada is a solid wrestler, and so is Kenny Omega. These guys these are two huge free agents coming from Japan over to AEW. I mean, they're good signings, and Will Ospreay had some quotes out there, pretty much stating like, yeah, I talked to WWE, and it wasn't. I knew I didn't want that. I wanted what AEW, which is set a good schedule, and whatever it is that they, I don't know.
What's that live tour?
Yep, wants that bag, fam. Getting that bag. These guys getting the bag. So that money is talking over there. But we'll see. Between Okada, between between this and I talked about Will Ospreay.
Yeah, we talked
Kenny
about
Omega probably set to come back. There's a few. Pac is a guy that he's he used to be in WWE, but he's solid. I'd like to report more back on him. We'll see how good it gets. I want to follow maybe.
More to follow. Just hit the wrestling streets hard. Just hit the mat, fam. Just brought you up. Suplex, let the blood rush to your head.
Yeah.
Boom, like I'm Bam Bam Bigelow.
Please don't.
Boom, the beast from the east.
Oh,
rest in peace, Bam Bam Bigelow.
Great.
Today's Scott Hall. I think it's second year. Been 2 years since Scott Hall passed away. Rest in peace, Big Scott Hall. Anyway, fam, great wrestling stuff. Good info there. We're gonna keep it going here. Episode 105 on the Rib Pod, man. Victorious up in Londonderry. Your boy Javier. In Haverhill, Massachusetts. Fam, we're just keeping it going. Gonna keep power through a break and just keep going for the people, man. We can get into some Celtics. I don't know if you've been watching them. They had a game tonight. My man Steady was in the house against the Suns. And just a nice little beatdown. I think it's like 124, 107, something like that. But Celtics potentially clinching a playoff spot. So their season just been cruising. Hopefully just getting into playoff mode. You know what I'm saying? Like just get into it. Looks like we got the number one seed in the league, fam. Could be home court throughout, which would be phenomenal. I don't know. Lots to like there. Anything else across the league? Anything else with the Celtics? Let's get into a little NBA hot minute. We'll get into some PGA. I know they got the players. I don't know if you've been watching Full Swing, fam. We can get into that. Pats, they making moves. Drop Mac Jones, fam. Let's get into it. OT. Come on, fam. Episode 105.
No, we'll get into it all, baby. Come on now.
Let's go. That's what we do. Hit the Celtics. Hit the NBA. Anything you see?
I mean, the last game I saw with the Celtics, man, honestly, was with that I actually tuned into and actually caught a whiff of, and like honestly, it was pretty much saw in its entirety was against Denver, fam. And and again, not to be the Debbie Downer here, but it's the only team that we just can't really get over, right? I don't know if we were quite 0-2 or 0-4 or whatever the hell, but we can't beat these guys. And yeah, it was just a grind in that game. Ultimately, you just kind of saw Jokic and freaking, Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon, all these dudes just stepping up, man. It's just that team is solid, man.
They're the number one team out there in the
Number
West.
for sure. I mean, I think that's who it goes through. That's who the title goes through. I think they're gonna have to formulate a game plan, obviously, to get there. But when they do, that's like they're gonna have enough mountains to probably climb in the East, even though it's been whack. It's never easy, right? I don't care who. Miami's gonna come out. Milwaukee's not gonna be easy. Outside of those two teams, though, I mean, who else is really giving us anything?
Right now, the seed.
I know it's still early, but before you know it, I mean,
Well,
playoffs.
it goes.
Right?
Check it out. Here's the Eastern Conference: Celtics, Cavs, Bucks, which Cavs at number 2 is a little wild.
Yeah,
So Cavs, Bucks, Knicks, Magic. So even Knicks at 4, Magic at 5, Sixers at 6, Pacers 7, Heat 8, Bulls 9, Hawks 10. So that's who's in the mix right now. I don't know, some surprising names in there, some surprising teams, but
listen, bro,
yeah, still like so much more.
As you just hit that through, I mean, if we don't run the show on that, I'm not, again, I'm not trying to, but if we don't, I mean, we better not be struggling with that.
We just named some teams. I'm like, I can't even believe like Cleveland's.
I can't believe that too. I mean, obviously the Embiid injury, right? That puts Philly down.
Hey, still 15 plus games left. You know what I'm saying? Still a couple, still 2.5 weeks left of the regular season here, 2-3 weeks here. So we'll be connected.
Gotta stay healthy, and again, it's just playoffs. Like we know what the Celtics are about. They're another year stronger. They're another year wiser. They're another year experienced. They're another year, all that. So it's just really taking all those components, having a momentum shift right into the season, into the playoffs, and please, like, take it from there. And we just touched on it. Like, all these teams, come on. Like, yeah, come on. Choke slam through the table.
So we just rattled off some wacky teams. So I think we can make it through there. I think the experience we've had in the past few years hopefully pays some dividends. We made some, obviously some big roster changes, brought in Porzingis, brought in, Derek White into more of a starting prominent role. He's been unbelievable. So I don't know, fam. It's like, come on, let's see it. We've been
even
talking
some
about
of these other guys, just role players coming off the bench, taking the minutes off the other guys who don't have to play, and just everyone. Let's see. I mean, it's good. Yeah, and there's a mutual respect for Mr. Joe Mazzulla. They seem to really like what this guy's about. So,
anything else you've seen across the league? You want to just hop right into some PGA? I don't know if you've been watching PGA full swing. You want to fill us in, fam?
I don't have enough to fill dominated full swing, but
Scotty dominated the Ani Palmer. He did work. Yep. He won like 5 or 6 strokes there. So good work by him. And I don't know, just finally a big winner on the tour. You can really sense or kind of feel the miss. I don't know, 4 or 5 studs on the Live Tour, fam.
Studs.
Brooks, John Rahm, DJ, Bryson. It's some characters even.
It's
and I'm sure I'm like missing a couple, 2-3 guys. Solid guys. Joaquin Neiman, who cried his way into the Masters. So I don't know, fam. You can it's opened up for a lot of long shots. We've been talking about it, on the little coverage we've done for PGA, but or golf in general. But I don't know. What's your vibe? Or even what's a full swing joint? What's your give me a little.
Yeah, the full swing again. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it, and the intro for it was perfect, and it really kind of just give you a good
set the tone.
100%. I gave you some clips or whatever, but my first thought of it was, okay, these guys again, they're playing 4 times a year. Bring it, what's the big deal with these guys playing in different leagues?
Let's compete.
Let's just compete, bro. When we match up 4 times a year, then if you're mad at me that I'm here and
Come on, boy, let's put it up.
Yeah, bro. And DJ got that stance. Like Rom clearly had motherfucker. Like, bro, if I'm here, like, what does it matter to you, bro?
Yes,
Like, what is him? He's like, well, clearly it does matter. And then, yeah, you got, the sacrificial lamb, fucking
Yeah.
Rory, it's like, bro, come on. That's what he's, it's like,
Friggin'
Christ,
Rory.
enough, bro,
Yeah, no,
please.
I got to check out Full Swing. I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for golf season in general here for
Yep.
myself, like personal golf season, ready for golf season weather.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been fun playing the DK thing every week. It's still so early. It's finally Scotty to get back, get back in the winner's circle. 7th win on the PGA Tour. That was good to see. Yeah, like I said, just got a big dog out there. But I'm excited for all the majors. The Players is going on right now, which is awesome. That's
it's a good tournament.
The unofficial 5th major is the Players.
Yeah. I almost have to ask
you'll
you.
hear that. You'll hear that shit all over the place.
Yeah.
But yeah. Soon, it'll be Masters time soon enough. Right when WrestleMania's here, right in April. So that's like a month away. A little bit over a month away. So
yeah, it's a great weekend, man. It's a great
more
weekend.
to follow, fam.
Yep.
What else is going on, fam? We can jump into
NFL?
The OT streets, fam.
Well,
NFL.
Just a crazy, wacky, just NFL free agency stuff. I mean, running backs.
Ridley.
I mean, Ridley. Where did Ridley go? It was the
Titans. He went to the Titans for like 4 years, like $100 million or something.
Tampering going on there. Kirk Cousins out to Atlanta.
Yes.
I honestly, seeing Derrick Henry go to Baltimore is going to be crazy. I mean, to see, I don't, I know he's right. Like, he's obviously mileage, right? That goes without saying, but maybe it's just a fantasy matchup.
No, I like it. I like it. I think he could be. I think he could be a solid weapon for them. I'm just hoping, like, man, do something.
Right.
Now that the Pats like stink, it's like you got to hitch your wagon to somebody else a little bit.
We're not even talking about the Pats. Like, what are we getting in all this?
And I'm not talking about, like, obviously, I'm Pats through and through. I'm just saying, like, Pats ain't making it to the playoffs no time soon. Sorry, guys. Unless we make some crazy moves, and I hope we do.
Yeah, but like, what would we be going for?
But otherwise, like, when the playoffs come here, we got to root for somebody. We got to cheer on a team. It's like, geez, I just stand on the sidelines. Geez, let them compete.
Yeah, for real. Let these boys tackle up.
So, as far as the draft, like, I'll take Marvin Harrison Jr. I'll take him for sure. Seemed like a stud. Bring him. But now who are we gonna sign to throw him the ball?
Well, that's the thing. We got Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, that's how I see it.
Yeah, I'd rather Jacoby Brissett over this, Mac. But anyways, yeah, Mac down in Jacksonville. It's gonna be wild.
Mac got traded for like a 6th-round pick. Unbelievable.
That's crazy. Yeah. I don't, man. Again, more to that. Just quick NFL free agency. Wow. Again, it was someone put like, "Yo, this was my time. I looked like a franchise, like a Madden franchise. Just everything was going off, a day or two ago. So hot off the press there, NFL.
Wow. Fam, let's get into OT streets.
We're here.
You know what? You know what I want to do real quick. I want to read this real quick. So please. Bear with me.
Right. We love some.
This is Riviere. Riviere announces men's volleyball leadership change.
All right.
And this is posted March 14, 2024. That's today's date.
Yeah.
Riviere University. This is 3 sentences. Riviere University has announced a change in leadership for its men's volleyball program effective immediately. Craig Kolick spent 27 seasons at the helm of the men's volleyball program and 22 with the women's volleyball team. The university will appoint an interim coach in the coming days and begin a national search to fill the position for the following the 2024 campaign. So, Craig Kolick fired, fam.
Yeah, that's what that is. That's we're grown adults. We can read in between the room, and it just you're talking about middle of the season. I said it to the household. It's like, oh, well, what was the record? I said, well, there was 6-1 in the GNAC, and just coming back from Cali, and there's that.
Wow.
It's wild. I don't, someone who, he's legendary for the school, for the character of the school. And, I don't know. It's just even, 3 sentences, fam, not even a full paragraph.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, people may have their say on it. My initial thoughts are just like, that's wild. I don't, I'm on one side, but I can still, say whatever it is that you say, or have whatever feel. But it's like weird, fam. That don't happen.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is just as weird. The whole thing just seems weird. The whole thing seems so out of place. 3 sentences for someone who spent 27. We read it 27 and 22, I think it was. Just the last 5 seasons he's done just the men solely, but before that, he did both. Started with just the women's program, and I could say a gazillion things. We've talked about coach at length. And of course he's always going to be coach, but yeah, I don't know. Something don't sit right. And just there's got to be way more to what's going on. I don't know. I haven't heard too many details, but
Yeah.
there's whatever it is. We know last year, and there's some stuff already out there on the socials. I mean, Don,
Yep.
people feeling some type of way,
Yeah. I
fam.
mean,
People
yeah,
feeling some type of way.
for
So
sure, for sure.
people vocalizing that, people have the right to do that.
Yep.
I don't have the info, or of course I've heard from there's group text going around,
Yeah.
people trying to figure out exactly what's up, but nonetheless, we're talking about a legend, talking about
Yep.
someone who was just inducted into the Hall of Fame for the GNAC. We're talking about which is an unbelievable conference, by the way.
Yes.
Lots of history in the GNAC. We're
Yep.
talking about someone who was already in the Riviera Athletic Hall of Fame, as part of our 2006 volleyball team for his accomplishments there. His accomplishments there. Excuse me. Talking about somebody who's on the wall. I think he's got 19 banners, or part of 19 banners that's on the wall, I
Yep.
believe.
And this man's
That could
currently,
be a low number.
in fam, and he's on a community. He's
1,000
giving
plus
game to
wins. Hey, we're
on a
talking about someone
community.
who's
I mean,
built.
I honestly,
Hey,
I see this guy on the community more than anything. Just out in schools, people being like, "Oh, coach blessed us with," you know what I'm saying? The programs that would, die to have someone of that caliber to even just be in their realm. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thought on that is someone with that big of a legacy and what they carry. For me, truthfully, it's just, well, one, you're gonna find a home if you want to continue somewhere else. First off, you'll find, and you don't need me to tell you. Coach doesn't need me to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? For me,
mm,
it's that there's a home waiting for this man already. He probably don't even know it, and it's just in the cards already, just somewhere that would just welcome him with open arms. I mean, this guy, if he wants that,
mm.
if he wants that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know, but it's, for me, it's like I just know what this guy has brought to the community, and you can't deny it. I mean, even look at the just what he's doing now in his current day. I don't know. Again, I don't want to.
Yeah, well, you know
I
what?
don't even know. I don't even know a
Lots of
coach like that, but I
no,
know
no,
about him. You know what
fam.
I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree with that 100%. If he wants to go out, that's easy. That's light work. There'll be there's plenty of work, and he's this guy's proven. Look at the track record. We don't
Yeah.
have to go on.
Again, that's not.
Well,
That's
you know what I think about though, fam? Off the off the cuff, while you were just talking and I was listening to you, think I was like, yo, and this is I guess in general too. It's like, yo, just fired this man. You know what I'm saying? Like after all that he's done for this school, all the alum that he's gathered up, that what a network, what a crew that between players, coaches, family members. Yo, we're talking East Coast to West Coast, literally down to Florida, up
yeah.
to Maine. Like,
Yeah.
yo, legit, it's
Hey, he's got
we're out in Cali. It's no joke. And then I think about, yo, they just dropped this man. That's just like that in the middle of a season. Couldn't even let him
yeah.
finish out a season. That
I,
should, that should, for all of us out there,
yeah, I was gonna
fam,
say. I mean,
for
that's
all of us out there, let it be known
yeah,
what's loyalty. Where's
yeah,
loyalty? When people talking about, in like switching subjects, but like, when talking about like players, like, oh, took the money. Of course, you take the money. You always take the money. Where's loyalty anywhere, fam?
yep. Nah, it's listen, man, dollars really speak. I mean, obviously, everyone got a price. Teddy
Loyalty,
DiBiase.
and this is what happens when you're loyal. This is the thanks you get. This is how you get shown the door.
It's
It's
wild.
friggin'
it's a dog eat dog world, fam. I said that to someone today. You know what I'm saying? And it
I could
sucks.
go
You know
on.
what I
Yo,
mean?
I could go on. I could go on and on. But yo,
No,
one
no,
of
no,
I want. You know
same,
what I want to
same.
say? Thank you to Coach,
Oh,
man.
the big
Yo,
ups,
bless
fam.
so many lives. And this ain't the last we hear from Coach. That's a fact,
Bro,
Jack.
come on.
You know, this guy will bounce back easy. He's already doing his mental coaching. Mental coaching. He's been doing his mental coaching.
We actually need to,
So we should tap in with him. We should,
we
tap in with Coach. So
facts, fam.
let me, Coach, if you're hearing this, we might have to throw this out there, and I'll holler at you too. You know, we talk
Yeah,
on the
come
regular. I
on.
was just out to lunch with Bill Kolick yesterday. You
Let's
already know that, my
go.
mentor,
Come
Bill
on
Kolick.
now.
Come on. So
Come
you know what I'm
on.
on. So I like I said, don't get me fired up. I've been trying to play it coy, been trying to play it cool over here, but nah, this thing
I
got me.
mean,
This thing got me sitting tight. I was just
yeah,
like,
no, no.
something. There's another shoe to fall. There's something. This thing got me sitting tight, fam.
Yeah, I don't, I think, whatever, man. I think when there's such a vague statement, it just leaves
Yeah.
such
Like,
a
this man talking about 3 sentences over this man put a, hundreds of thousands of hours,
please.
thousands of dollars, built this friggin' whole school. Talk about it.
Nah, man. It's
Built this whole school. All this new stuff that you see at the school. Who built that? Who kept recruits in there coming for 20 plus years? Two
it's
sides
all
of the
yeah,
ball, women's and men's. Built, come
facts.
on.
It's all
So
facts.
anyway, fam, some more dust is gonna settle. We'll be back. That's not the less you heard of that. And you know what I'm saying? If we got to
Yep.
change the name of the Riv Pod, fam, because we ain't associating with bums, then that's what we got to do.
Come on, like if,
We don't associate with bums,
well,
fam.
first off, we're ever growing, ever changing.
So
You know what I'm saying?
we'll
We
see
do
what
whatever we
happens.
want.
We do whatever we want. So I'm just throwing that out there. We're here live with
haveandvicpod.com. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Whatever it is you want. Don't do that, but
Let's
don't
go.
take that.
So, yo, more to follow, fam. On that one, fam. Let's jump into something else a little lighter. Not even. We'll keep it aggressive, fam. Let's talk about competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like let's talk about competitiveness and like, we're getting back into spring season. I just heard my team dropped down 2 leagues. We were in the third league. We dropped down, not the 4th league. We dropped down to the 5th league.
So you're in
and
Europa
I'm all
League.
for it.
You're in Europa League conference.
I'm in I'm in the green.
Yes,
what
sir.
It?
Yeah, the green. Yeah, it goes green, orange, and then blue. You know what I'm saying? So
we're down in the green. We're down low.
Yeah,
and you know what? I like it.
Like Besiktas, and you're with
we're playing the
like
nasty teams.
Sparta
We're getting
Prague.
out there. Yep.
Yeah,
we're getting into the crazy. Lots of flares out there.
Not quite Feyenoord, but
we're ready for it. Starting with some indoor. And again, I'm trying to. You know what? You know who's the most competitive when we play these when we get. I am me, Javier, the coach.
Yeah,
I try not to be.
Yep.
I try not to be. I try to remember these kids are 9, 10, 11 years old. And so I try not to be. I try to make it about fun, but sometimes when I'm sitting, we're here at the house, fam, we're playing ball. Like believe me, I'm manhandling some of these kids.
Yeah, you can't even.
But
with me without getting on
how
someone.
it goes. It's like, fam, you've coached and you've taught. It's like, some kids you can only push so far. Some kids you got to push this way. Some kids you got to push that way. They're certain little buttons, but I'm ready to get the competitive juices flowing. Took the winter off, fam.
I just like to get.
I know you did.
I know
you did some coaching, fam.
Yeah,
I know you did some coaching, fam.
I like to just tap. I like to just, you know what I'm saying? Get the best out of people, fam. So for me, it's like, all right, I'm a test, and let's see if you can kind of like break. It's almost like it's mental, and that's the thing with coaching. It's a mental thing. It's with anyone who is under you. If you're coaching, and that's what it is, you're above, they're under. It's having control in a lot of respects, honestly, which is crazy. But if we're talking about kids and just what we know it takes now these days to just get something to happen, it's you got to take control. You got to let these fuckers know, like, bro, like, first off, once I give you the eyes, or if I, not posture, but eyes, you know what I'm saying? Or just the general direct.
It's tough, fam. What
are
about levels? What about levels? What about are they still kids? What are we keeping score?
Well, yeah, I think you really have to kind of think of the actual. I think once kids can start to count and take actual like piece of it, let them do what they want. But if you yourself are as a coach taking like that into consideration, I don't know. Like then maybe there's something different. I guess it depends on what it is that you're looking at, fam.
Nah,
I'd be sitting here lying to you. I mean, does a score line matter? No, but I definitely want to make sure that if they're young enough, and not 4, not 5, 6,
uh,
7, you almost start to, and then I think 8 and 9, you can honestly pump it up. That's me. I mean, I'm at 7 right now, 6 to 7, and trust me, I got my boys just like me. We're passionate, right? We're hard on our all that. You know what I'm saying? You can read us like a book, but it's really if I'm sensing it all, 6, 7, tough. 8, I'm kind of ready to crank it up, but I'm falling back right now. You know what I'm saying?
It's not easy.
I don't know, and it's
not
fine.
easy.
I'm not
And
saying
not
that
and there's not one. There's not one flat. You can't say you're at 8. This is
no,
it.
for sure,
You know what I'm saying? There's not one size fits all for anyone.
Yep,
But nah, that's just what we're getting. We're getting the competitive juices flowing, fam. We're getting back in the mix. Outdoor season will be here soon enough.
Yeah, no,
so we'll be
pumped,
traveling. Getting the Hawks back again. Yeah, and you know what? Like, honestly, it's been last season was a little bit of a bumpy ride. We took our lumps, that's for sure. Had some player movement over the winter transfer window, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, we're just looking forward to, like I said, dropped a couple. Hopefully just be more competitive in these games.
Yeah, no,
but sometimes when you lose, it just is, and then literally we lost the whole season.
Yeah,
which is like brutal.
It's not fun, fam. It's not.
So it turns all the practices tough. Like, so we got 2 practices every week. Turn them tough. And then sometimes having like some issues with the parents, maybe some that turns things tougher.
When's your tournament? We got a tournament coming up? I love tournament stuff. I think we start tournaments like 8 and 9 or something.
Nah. Oh, yeah, like we played a tournament last year, like a preseason tournament. I'm not sure what we're doing this year, but yeah, no, more to fall for sure on that one, fam.
Yep.
Nah, I just want to mention real quick, for sure. We just want to support Coach, man. That, like I said, that's still on my mind.
It's real stuff. It's fresh. It's today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally just 14, happened. Literally, you know what I'm saying? Like, man's got a wife and kids, and a wife and son, excuse me, family, so on and so forth. But, and then real quick too, fam. I know you're going to be at the CBA joint coming up this weekend. Or you're trying to make it there. What's the details there?
No, I mean, it's literally like it's out in Woburn. Christ, I don't want to kill it. I mean, I could report.
No.
The
it's in Woburn, right? Yeah.
It is in Woburn. It's at
like a little hotel joint or something over there.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, cards of all sorts, Pokemon. Yeah,
Marcus is asking about Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I mean, I've seen cards like comedians.
I've seen you jumping in on a couple of lines.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've tried.
Awesome.
And I'll still try. But yeah, no, that's kind of the deal. Cardboard Association out in Woburn this upcoming weekend, the 16th. I think it's like 9 to 1, Woburn Plaza or some shit like that.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Follow us on the socials. I'm sure we'll put it up. We'll figure it out.
Nice. More to follow for sure. Fam, that's really all I got. Episode 105. I don't know if you want to jump into anything else. You got any more OT stuff? Anything else you want to tap into?
Nah, man. I'll save this one for next weekend. We're rounding out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? So, fam, we'll close it, baby. We'll close it.
Awesome. The intro, still fired up about the intro, man. We appreciate all the support. It's been awesome. More to follow. A lot of dust to settle from episode 105. You know what I'm saying? This is like a to be continued type.
Yep.
More to follow in lots of fronts. So we're taking the turn in the Prem, NBA coming down the stretch. Road to WrestleMania, fam.
Masters. I mean, again, it's critical
lots
time.
Going on. Yep. Gonna tap into with Coach, see what's going on with him, see what's up with that one, man. Too. Like I said, that's hot and heavy, man.
Revs
like
versus America, fam.
Wow, that's lovely. Great matchup right there.
I mean, that's a legend. That's a great. The yellows coming in.
More to follow, fam. Episode 105. Great work, Londonderry. Victorious, man. Appreciate you as always.
King of New Hampshire, baby.
Wow, the king of NH. Your boy down here. Not the king, not the king of Mass. Your boy Javier, man. We say the king of the bums.
Whatever, fam. I know, the crowd
Unbelievable.
is smaller up here.
Yo,
So,
make sure you like, share, subscribe, man. Tap in with your boys. We appreciate
yes,
all the
sir.
support. Peace. We'll catch you next time.
Holla.